Okay. Sorry. There's something on the ground. Whatever. Example number 2, 9-1 for algebra. So we've got a little star here, which means there's something important to talk about. So now we change operations here. In example 2, if you notice, we have multiplication going on, right? The parentheses mean multiplication. There's that multiplication sign there if I don't see one. Different from example 1, because example 1 was asking us to do some subtraction or addition. So what the little star says is that when you are multiplying, you want to be applying exponent properties. Boom. You want to be applying those exponent properties. So that means, once upon a time, if we sidebar real quick. Okay, fine. We're going to sidebar this way. That x to the third, times x to the second is x to the fifth kind of thing. Those 3 x's and the 2 x's turn into 5, or x to the fifth, and then same thing if you're going division, but you cancel out. If I have x to the third divided by x to the squared, or x squared, I have 3 x's on top, 2 x's, 2 cancel out. I'm left with x to the 1. Whew, okay, that was a quick review of exponent properties. All right, here. So we also want to use some fun vocab here. Notice what algebraic expression. I have a monomial here because this is one term. So I'm just going to point out M-O-N omial. A monomial times a mono. I was thinking a monomial. A monomial times a monomial. And again, just going to reiterate that we're going to be using those exponent properties. Okay, so just corresponding pieces times corresponding pieces here. We're going to look at the numbers or the coefficients times the coefficients. We're going to look at 3 times 1/3. 3 times 1/3 turns into 1. All right, next we're going to look at x squared times x to the 4th. X squared times x to the 4th turns into x to the 6th. Y to the 3rd times y to the 0. Remember, anything to the 0 power, and you can always double check this in your calculator. So do it. Type something in there, raise it to the 0 power. Type something else in there, raise it to the 0 power. You're going to see anything raised to the 0 power is 1. Notice, not 1y, but 1. So really, there's not even a y here. That y to the 0 is really not even there. That's just a big fat 1. So my y cubed is going to stay y cubed. And last but not least, looking at the z's, we have a z, regular z with no exponent, which means it's a 1, times a z squared to give us a z to the 3rd. And I just denote my z is different from my 2's with that little line. Okay, and last but not least, we're just going to put this all back together with a final answer of x to the 6th, y to the 3rd, and z to the 3rd. Boom, boom, boom. That's kind of hard to tell that that's the 3rd. Swoop, swoop.